Hi neighbors. Thought I'd do a little reintroducing. Got a lot of new subscribers lately. Thank you, all of you. I appreciate it. One thing I'd really need you to do, if you didn't already subscribe, subscribe. If you are already a subscriber or a new subscriber, hit the like button. Don't forget the like button or the dislike button. I'm always up for constructive criticism. Always try to do my best every day, live my best life. Those of you who are following, forgot to tell you we moved. Today's Friday. We moved on Wednesday. We're still in Florida. We're just about 3 hours farther north than my home base. My home base is still overwhelming with devastation. There was a hurricane. We live in southwest Florida near Cape Coral, right where Hurricane Ian hit beginning of October, end of September. I don't remember when it was. I wasn't here. Didn't get back to Florida, and I had to wait like 7 days to come back to make sure that the roads were open and that most of the electricity was on. There's still a lot of devastation, and the people that lost their homes are just now getting new housing. I don't know if it's from FEMA or it's from the community. It's getting repaired a little bit. Not as fast as I would like to see it repaired, but a little bit. I needed to get away from the devastation, so we come to the middle of Florida. Actually, we're probably more closer to northern Florida. I'm not exactly sure. We're south of Ocala and north of Orlando in a campground. There's a whole lot of people around. We all pretty much keep to ourselves, or at least I do. Tomorrow we're gonna do some really weird shit. I'll take you along. I like to try to put smiles on people's faces every day, so I take myself out into public. Just come back from the swimming pool here at the campground just to get my tan on. I've been working on the tan for a while, getting there. But I'm going to be moving north in a few weeks. Channel's taking a new direction, kinda. I'm still Handy Grammy Terry. I'm just handy in different ways now. I been in construction most of my life. I was a workaholic. Or at least that's what everybody called me. Actually, what I was doing was just running away from facing the trauma from the past until I retired. When you spend a whole lot of time alone and not working 16 hours a day, pretty much your psyche makes you deal with the shit from the past. It's been an interesting journey for the last year. It's been a little over a year since I retired, and I retired a year ago, the end of January. I love it. It's amazing. I do what I want, when I want. I go where I want, when I want. It's actually the first time in my life that I've ever been completely alone. So basically what's going on now is I'm working out a couple hours, at least an hour a day, learning how to make us work a little better. Me and the camera. I will probably never be an exciting person every day. There are times when I get to doing some crazy shit because I like to be crazy, but I'm not building things anymore. I don't want to. I don't think I want to be that kind of Handy Grammy anymore, because then I was always doing something for other people instead of myself. Since I've been in Florida, lived in a whole bunch of different houses that I bought to live in. I had a whole bunch of rental properties. Every time I bought a house for me, my family, I swore I was going to redo the kitchen. Because for 18 years, I worked in a high-end cabinet shop, building kitchen cabinets, libraries, bathrooms. In each one of those houses, I got bathrooms remodeled, but I never remodeled the kitchen until the last house I bought. But I did not buy that house for me. I bought that house for my oldest daughter and her family. The second thing I did after painting walls to get rid of the old musty smell was replace the kitchen. If you haven't seen that video, go back, it's in there somewhere. It was a massive change. So one of the houses I bought got a new kitchen, but I never got a new kitchen for me. I bought this a year ago next month. That's when I started living alone. Although for 2 months, it sat in the side yard of the house I bought for my oldest daughter. I still lived in the camper in the yard by myself. I've always started off life living with my parents. I had my oldest daughter just before I turned 17. Once my kids were gone, I had partners. Well, not gone, but moved out. I had partners that lived with me. When I didn't have partners, I raised my youngest granddaughter for 6 years. 5 of those were a single grandma. I was a single mother of 2 daughters most of their lives. It seems to be single is peaceful. I'm not sure I like being single. I like the peace. So my channel basically now is showing you how I live retired. I'm still handy. I like to give advice. I like to be funny. I like to make people smile. The video that I'm gonna edit before this one was here last night, drinking my mimosas, having some of my nighttime medication. Baby armadillo came to visit. I was noticing when I pulled in, there was a big hole dug it, well, not a big hole, but a hole dug in the ground. And then the next morning I noticed another hole dug in the ground in my yard. And last night I watched the baby armadillo dig another hole in the ground, so I know where the holes are coming from. Tonight we'll sit out and watch them with my mimosas. It's a journey. I like to hike. I like to kayak. In the back of my camper is 2 kayaks. Kayaking is not so easy. I don't have the right equipment yet to film it other than you watching my toes in the water, and it's pretty boring. But I got some GoPros, and I'm working on getting the tripods or whatever you call the things that hold the GoPros in the right place so that my kayaking isn't so boring. And I'll start bringing you along on that. I love to hike. If you go back through my videos, there's some hiking videos. Ricketts Glen is still my favorite place in life. A little windy here today, the hair is just going wild. It's not as bad as it was. You'll see some videos where I had some really funky hairdos because there are things holding my hair out of my eyes. My daughter, youngest daughter, has a house in South Carolina that I got for her. Gave her the money to get so that I knew my kids had a roof over their head. Keeping it is their problem, not mine. I don't want to talk politics, but this world's kind of funky. I don't lose sleep or peace over it. I'm sitting back and enjoying the show because I'm really sure that the way the weirdness is speeding up, that we're going to start seeing good things happen. And within the next 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, America's going to be a good place to live again. We're going to be proud to be Americans. But we have to see the shit show. We have to feel some hardships so that we don't forget how we got here. Don't be a sheep. Don't be scared. The bad people are going to try to pull out a whole lot of shit to make us scared. Don't be scared. I believe in the plan, and nothing can stop the plan. But they're going to keep trying. I know I'm had enough of the shit show, and I'm pretty sure most of us have had enough of the shit show. Just have faith. Pray to your God, whoever your higher power is. Every morning I tell how grateful I am for what I have. I ask for guidance if I'm needed to help the good process go faster. And I ask that I live long enough to see America become a great country again. I'm Terry. Hi, it's nice to meet you, neighbors. I'm 58 years old. I'm retired. I'm single. I travel alone. Eventually, I may be ready now, but in the near future I will be ready for a relationship. If there's any single women out there looking for one, I'm here. Something funky's going on with my camera. I hope it's still working. It says it's still working. So anyway, I'm a single lesbian running the roads. I normally move every 2 weeks, and I take you on all the adventures I can. Some days there's no adventures. I know I haven't been around a lot lately because I've been in kind of a funk. But I try, even if I'm just sitting on my stoop, talking about whatever's going on in life. I try to get here a couple times a week. I'm going to try to do better at that. Tomorrow, I'm going to... I don't know what's up with my camera. I hope you're working. And if not, I'll just do this shit again. Tomorrow we're going to do some weird shit. And I'm going to bring you along. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'll show you in the morning. It's not early in the morning because I seem to think that 8 o'clock is the time to get up. So before tea and coffee, we're probably going to go do some weird shit and see if we can't make some people laugh. If not anybody else, I know I'm going to make me laugh, and I hope some of you laugh. I don't know about these people around here. I don't see many of them. I just looked around. I see a pair of feet on the other side of a camper. It's Florida. It's hot. Most of these people are retired, but I think they're older than me. Some of them look a lot older than me, but they still get around, and they're still living their best life, so all the power to them. Okay, neighbors, it's been nice talking to you. Tomorrow morning, we'll have a little fun. Until the next video, you stay safe and healthy.